Welcome everybody. In this video I'm going to be going through the map Grind here. The new Revolution DLC came out today, January 29th. This actually is going to be pretty in-depth. I'm going to walk through all the different routes, take you through it, and give you kind of a recap of it as well as gameplay at the end of the video. This is great if you haven't been into the maps yet. Watch this a few times, get super comfortable, know all the routes, know where everything is. Definitely helps your game. Or if you haven't gotten it yet, you just want to get a feel for the map, here it is. If you want to see any other maps, I have all of them in the description below for the new Revolution DLC, as well as an in-depth kind of review of the Peacekeeper. Don't forget to click the subscribe button down below, Stone Mountain 64, and without further ado, let's drop it down. Starting over on the ADOM side, this is the very top of the map. As you can see when I push start showing you the map here, I'm going to show you the left side first. Now there's two routes that you can initially take right off the spawn, which is right there. You can either go through this little alleyway here, or you can go straight through the middle. There's two pillars that you can kind of take right there. Also jump on them. You cannot jump onto this point. There's nothing you can do to jump onto that, so that's kind of a quick tip for you. Also, another tip is you can get a nice head glitch right here and watch right coming out of the middle door, excuse me. Now this middle door, a lot of traffic coming out of here. That's going to take you to B-Dom. I'll show you more of that in a minute here, but let's start out over on this side. This is actually the right side of the map. Now you can have a head glitch here. You can also get up, take a look at this. You actually do have to push A to climb up this. You can't just run up it, so dexterity might help if you're going for this position. But anyways, you can climb up here. Pretty thin wall, however, it is still a nice little barrier. It's going to give you an advantage if somebody doesn't have one. If they're down there, coming all the way out there. I'll show you this. Come up right here. There's also a doorway right there. This will take you straight into B-Dom. I'll go into B-Dom more in depth in a second here, but quick little preview. You can come all the way over here though. As you see, this is kind of the right side flank route here, taking a little bit of a skate park, few stairs over here. You can climb up here. Nothing really here. You can kind of get a jump shot, possibly. However, you crouch on here, might give you a nice little head glitch watching this kind of route, but this is the only entryway, so there's a bottleneck here. They're going to have to come through this point if they're coming from C-Dom, which is right there. Like I said, I'll go into more in-depth on the other parts of the map, but this is kind of this very far right side of the map, coming all the way over, takes you all the way to A-Dom. You can take the B-Dom route in there. That's the only doorway from this side of the map, and the only other entry point. And then this is kind of the other bottleneck, I guess you could say, right here if they're coming over towards A-Dom. So now taking a look at the middle from A-Dom, you can't climb up there, but you can come straight up the middle here. Little ramp here, you know, you can just walk up it though, nothing too impressive. Might be able to lay down, get a little head glitch or something, watch for a barrier coming from that side. But coming over here, I'm going to go more in depth, like I said, in a second. This is our window over at A. Nice little vantage point at B. You can also come in through here. Now coming over on the right side of B though, and yeah, you probably saw that. I'll show you that in a second here. You can come all the way over here. This is a dangerous flank route. You gotta watch out for this. You can climb up here. However, you're completely exposed, as you can see. When you're up here, and get maybe a crouch over here, get a line of sight on A, watch people coming through here. But anyways, this is a deadly flank route because take a look at this. You can come all the way on the very outside over on the right side of the map here. Coming back though, I'll finish off the A-Dom, show you guys this one more time. This last route, I'll show you this first. This is kind of the main route that'll take you over on the right side, or excuse me, left side. If you look on the mini-map here, the left side of it, as you see I'm pointing over there. This is kind of a great head glitch you can execute. Nice barrier, watch that, but you got to be careful for that point, like I was just saying. Now you can come up here, and I'll go into depth now on this left side of the map. Now over at the very left side of this map, taking a look at the mini-map here. As you can see, we're over in this kind of big ramp that you got here, as well as the stands. If you want to get on the stands, just push 1A and you can walk up and down this freely. Don't need to worry about tripping over anything, so that's kind of nice. And then the very back route, I showed you guys this prior to over at the A-Dom here. As you can see, this gives you a great route straight into A. Very covered, so you got to be careful of that. This is kind of it for this kind of area though. This car over here can blow up, obviously. You can climb up here, come in down here, that first route that I showed you. This is a decent vantage point here, but a lot of people I notice like to come down in here. It gives you nice cover. You're very safe. Nobody can really see you. You can't jump up there, unfortunately. That would be awesome. A really high place to get up, snipe at, but not so. Not from there at least. You can't climb up. Now coming over here, this is terrible super, I mean, this is no protection, but it is somewhat of a barrier, I guess. Might be able to hide you, and you can get a little bit of a line of sight there. This kind of area, like I said, can't get up there. Just got a Jeep over here that's going to explode, so you got to be careful. This side, not as great of a flank route. You can still come in over here pretty stealthy, but you got this door as well as this kind of route that you can take coming over here. I'll show you the full C side later, but like I said, this map is super intricate. This one in particular, so many different ramps and different things to hide behind. Definitely an interesting one. We'll switch it over now to B-Dom. We're now here at B-Dom, right smack dab in the middle of the map. Here's the thing with this part. We have one entry point here from A. As you can see, A's kind of sniping window. You can climb up on this thing. Doesn't really help you out. You can throw grenades through that window. There's also this kind of ceiling here, so they will be able to drop like a lightning strike right on you. Unfortunately, there's no cover from that. There's also this vantage point here. This is kind of the sniper window over from C side. And then there's also this route that they can take. So those are the three entry points there. This door, like I was showing you before, this takes you back out to A-Dom over there. And then this route takes you over to C-Dom. And this is that little entryway. Takes you right on in here. There is a little bit of cover here, which is nice. However, it's completely exposed over here. So C-Dom, you know, you do have somewhat of an advantage over here because you can sit behind here. So if you're coming from A, you might have a little bit of a heads up. But if you're over here at C, then you're going to be able to see their window. See, I'm out of ammo, but you can see their window really well right there. You're going to have an advantage. So it kind of balances out. Still not too symmetrical. Also, difference over here in this part. You can come over here. As you see, there's a little room in here, and you can also come back through here. I'll show you this again because you might have gotten confused. As you saw, this was the last part I was just showing you. If you remember that ramp, you can come right through here, and there's a lot of different entryways into this type of room. So we have B-Dom here. Like I showed you, entryway there, and now there's two from up here. You can come all the way through here. There's this entryway from C-Dom. I'll get over to C-Dom in a second. And then there's this way from over here, over on this outside left side of the map. As you see that left side of the map, I'll show you one more time. Coming back into the middle, there's the skate shop type room, possibly the name, and then maybe the locker room over here. Coming from C-Dom, you run right in here. There's a little bit of a counter. You might be able to watch that or get a kind of a barrier over here, get some cover over here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the B-Dom. Now for the final part over here at C-Dom, we're at the very bottom of the map. I'll go ahead and show you. This is the main spawn area. Nothing back here really. You can come all the way over here. There's a right room, restrooms right here. You can get a nice little head glitch in case people are coming in. Two entry points into this building as well as windows, so you could get a stun grenade or something through there. You can jump up here. Doesn't really help you too much. Might be able to get around this corner a little safer. Jump around here. As you can see, there's a nice barrier. This is that far outside, all the way on the right side of the map that I've been showing you over here. There's that door over to B. Very clean route over here. Could be really effective flank route if you can get that off. Got to watch out for that point right there. Definitely going to be a lot of snipers up there. But coming now over, we saw the restroom. There's this kind of open area here, and then this is that middle part. I was just showing you this, that counter. This will take you over down those stairs and outside to the left side of the map, and then this part will come right on up, show you some B-Dom, get a nice vantage point there. You can also come around here, but either way, you're going to be able to get to B. Coming back around though, let's show you the very outside, and now this side of the map, the left side. This is the route that you can take over here. There's one barrier you can get behind here. Not the safest thing, but definitely gives you a little bit more cover. Better than being out in the open. As you can see, a lot of nice scenery on this map. Cool pier over there, right on the beach. This would be awesome if it was in real life, the skate park. But anyways, coming over here, you got this kind of route, that Jeep once again, and you've seen this pretty much. Come back in here through there. So I'll show you back here one more time. You can jump up here, run on over, and we're back at C-Dom. That's pretty much it for this map though, guys. Can't jump up here in case you were curious. Gotta watch out for the car here because this thing will explode. That's pretty much it for this map though, and I'll show you guys some gameplay. This map's pretty interesting because of those rounded corners. It definitely makes it a little bit easier to get certain places, but it can leave you a little bit more exposed because it puts you up a little higher elevation, and it's just strange. It's something new to Call of Duty. Personally, I think the Peacekeeper held its own in this map. There was a few medium range situations, a lot of close range. I think the Vector Scorpion, those type of close range guns could be really powerful on this one, especially if you keep in those corridors. B-Dom's pretty tight. A-Dom's a little bit more open as well as C, so the assault rifles could definitely be viable options. Snipers might not see quite as much, especially compared to some of the other maps like Downhill, but it's still got a few sniping spots and we're still going to have those quick scopers. Shotguns could also be very viable if you can keep in those close range situations, but that's kind of my review of this map. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of just a different map to play. I personally, it's not my favorite. I like the maps that are really easy to play, flow very smoothly. This one has a lot of stuff, a lot of clutter all over it, a lot of different things to hide behind. And I noticed they're just trying to add a lot more detail, even with the other map like Downhill where they have all those helmets, snowboards all over the place. This one's got bikes all over the place, some skateboards. So fortunately, none of it will actually trip you up. Like if you see it and like a bike on the ground, you could just walk right on over it. That's nice. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Showed a little gameplay at the end. If you want to check out some of the other videos, Mirage, any of those maps, Peacekeeper, links in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and like the video if you did enjoy it or appreciate it. That's it for this video though. This is StoneMount64 signing out. See you next one, guys.